Hi everyone, today I'm going to demonstrate on how to make sun prints. I really like making sun prints. They're very easy to do and I often use them in my house to decorate because if they're done properly they can look like a piece of artwork. I frame them and I hang them in my walls. The materials you're going to need are cyano paper, hydrogen peroxide, and plexiglass. Plexiglass can be an option. You don't always need to use it. Before you begin, have the materials you're going to use on top of your cyano paper available because once you put the cyano paper in the sun, it starts to process. So in my case here, I already had all the leaves that I was going to use. That's what I was planning on using. And we also had the shark teeth and the shells. And once you put it out in the sun, which we're doing right now, I go ahead and hurry up and lay all the stuff on it and get it ready. It's okay if it takes a little time because you'll get some different tones and that's okay. Once that is done and you have everything you need on it, you're going to then put the plexiglass on top of it to flatten the objects. Like I said, it's an option. You don't always need to use the plexiglass. Now I'm going to go ahead and expose my cyano prints for about 4 minutes. I'm in direct sunlight and it's a hot day. If it was a winter day, I might leave it on for longer. Now I noticed that already my paper is turning darker, so that means it's working. So it's been about 4 minutes now and I'm going to go ahead and take off my plexiglass and I'm going to remove my leaves and my shells so that you can see the difference on how the exposure is. So you see, those are the different tones I have. I don't want to leave it in the direct sunlight anymore because it will change that as well. Alright, so now I'm going ahead and I'm going to rinse it in water. And this is going to bring out the color of the print. So you want to rinse it for a little while in water and get it nice and wet, and you'll start to notice the change in the colors. You'll start to see the colors come out. It's going to become much bluer. It will become like a light blue. So I've given this a nice rinse and I like the shade it is. So now I'm going to stop with this and I'm going to go ahead and start my other print. Notice the color is very gray and when you put it in the water it brings out the blue and the areas like the shark teeth and the shells, they actually get lighter than the paper and the paper will become bluer. So this is a good indication that it's working. So give it a good rinse and when it comes out like a light blue, you know you're done. So I put my two prints on a towel and I'm going to just pat it dry slightly. I'm not going to rub it dry. I'm not expecting it to be completely dry. I just wanted to dry it up a little bit. Now I've got my two papers and I could leave it like this. The colors are beautiful. I've got great tones going on in there. Or I could take some hydrogen peroxide and put it in a bottle and I'm going to go ahead and spray my hydrogen peroxide onto my paper and you'll see the reaction, the chemical reaction that it causes. The hydrogen peroxide causes the paper to become darker, and I love the contrast between the light and the dark. So I usually do use hydrogen peroxide, but there are other times where I like the light effect, the softness of the light effect, and I leave it without the hydrogen peroxide. I'm going to lightly pat it dry. You could leave it alone or you could pat it dry. It doesn't make a difference. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to compare the two prints that I did today next to each other so you could see the difference. I'm going to put the one we did at the same time, which is this one, and then I'm going to show you the one I did that with the hydrogen peroxide so you can see the difference. So it really is up to you. If you like the softness of the light blue, I would recommend leaving it that way. If you like the contrast, go ahead and do the hydrogen peroxide. Now I'm going to go ahead and spray this one with hydrogen peroxide because I do want it to be darker. But as you can see in my other print there, I left that one lighter. So again, it's really what you are looking for. I'm going to go ahead and show you another print I did earlier today and put them next to each other. I left one light and I made the other one darker so you can see the difference. I think they both look fabulous. Here are some examples of other prints that I have done. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I really do hope you try this yourself. It's a lot of fun to do. If you liked this video, please give it a like down below and subscribe to see more video demonstrations by Art Connection.